No, we are now reaching the point of the program in which we are going to find out who are the President's Lifetime Service Award recipients this year. Annually, the President of Sertoma presents an award to persons who have rendered dedicated service to our organization. The recipients I have chosen to receive the award this year are mostly persons who shun the limelight and work behind the scenes to make things happen. Although there are many deserving recipients of the award, 5 persons will be honored today. Because of logistical issues, the recipients will not be speaking today, but I imagine you may hear from them on Sertoma's Members Corner or in your chat box today. So, another reason to join. Okay, let's get started. Affectionately known as Mama G by the kids who attend Camp Sertoma in North Carolina, one of the first things Dr. GENEVA BRITT did when she moved to Raleigh, North Carolina approximately 20 years ago was to seek a Sertoma club to join. As an audiologist, she knew of Sertoma's focus on hearing health and had been a member of the Medical College of Georgia Sertoma Club. She joined the Raleigh Sertoma Club and quickly became newsletter editor and club president. She also became involved above the local club level as a district fundraising representative and later regional coordinator for the Sertoma Annual Fund. Dr. Britt also became a Sertoma member representative to the Board of Hearing Charities of America, ultimately becoming president. She regularly attends regional and national conventions, and as if belonging to Sertoma was not enough, she also joined Quota International and became president of the local chapter in Raleigh. She is also active with the local chapter of Hearing Loss Association of America, and her philanthropy also extends to her alma mater, East Carolina University, where she has endowed the audiology program with an annual scholarship. Thank you, Dr. Britt, for all you do. Next. Some of you may be surprised to learn that Amy Ellington, the longest tenured person on staff currently, has never received the President's Lifetime Achievement Award. Perhaps it is because Amy is a quiet and reserved person and does not want to call attention to herself. While attending the Service Club Leaders Conference with Amy, I got to know her much better. We each wrote a report about the meetings we attended. Mine took 3 paragraphs and 1 page. Hers covered 3 pages. That is one example of how thoroughly and conscientiously she performs her job duties. Amy began working for Sertoma in 1998 as Assistant Finance Director. She quickly ascended to the position of Chief Financial Officer. She is an ombudsman between clubs in the Internal Revenue Service. She regularly scours lists for Sertoma clubs that are not in good standing with the IRS and works to help the club return to compliance. She attends every board meeting and records every session. She then writes the minutes. Her institutional knowledge is invaluable during board meetings when questions arise about past events or policies. She will be difficult to replace when she retires. On behalf of all Sertoma members, past and present, I thank you, Amy, for your service. Joy NEWMAN's journey to becoming the seventh female president of Sertoma began in 1998, she says, when she searched for a means to give back to the community. As a travel agent for the Arizona Department of Tourism, she worked with groups that had deaf and hard of hearing clientele, and combined with her husband's own hearing loss issues, Sertoma appealed to her. For the downtown Tucson, Arizona Sertoma Club, which she joined, it proved serendipitous. Joy was inducted as a member and installed as secretary at the same time. Moreover, the club had committed to host the regional convention in 2000, and Joy chaired that effort, the first of 5 regionals that Joy chaired or planned. Joy later moved up the leadership chairs, becoming a distinguished governor and regional director. Sertoma is also important to Joy for another reason. Through her club's involvement with a family that needed financial help, Joy became foster mother, legal guardian to a 9-year-old boy whom she had seen grown into an outstanding young man at age 26. One of her proudest days was when he became a U.S. citizen a few years ago. I am delighted to present this award to your current president, Joy NEWMAN. When Renee Ward signed her membership application to join the Alamance County, North Carolina Sertoma Club in 1997, the club gained the requisite number of members to become officially chartered. Renee has always been willing to step forward when needed. For her club, it meant serving as secretary, president, and chairman of the board, as well as leadership and sponsorship and fundraising activities. For her district, it meant serving as secretary treasurer and editor of a monthly newsletter for multiple governors over a course of several years before she became district governor herself. For her region, it meant stepping forward and running for regional director in 2015 after the person who had been elected unexpectedly died before he could take office. Renee quickly won over members in the region and on the Sertoma board with her down-to-earth personality and communication skills honed through years of working for the police department and city government. For her community, she served on the United Way board for 9 years, receiving several awards for her efforts in running a workplace campaign and for being a champion to those needing a hand up. Let's give a hand for your Junior Vice President, Renee Ward. Initially looking just for a free lunch, Maureen Williams visited an organizational meeting of the Carlisle, Pennsylvania area Sertoma Club, liked what she saw and heard, and left as a charter member. She decided that Sertoma was going to be part of her legacy. That free lunch morphed into decades of involvement with Sertoma at all levels. Club president, secretary, treasurer, and vice president of sponsorships, district governor, regional director, one full term and completion of an unexpired term of another. National club building and task force, Sertoma certified trainer, Vision 2020 implementation team, and currently lead mission specialist for Vision 2020. Along the way, she assisted with building the last club to be built in her region. She is a cheerleader for the clubs in her area and can be found regularly posting on the Sertoma Members Corner about the good things happening among clubs in her state and elsewhere. She owns her own media marketing business and resides in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, with her devoted pet dog, Bella. Thank you, Maureen, for everything you do for Sertoma. And at this time, let's give a collective round of applause virtually to the recipients.